Welcome back to the channel. What we have for you today is some daily challenges, but first we have another matter to attend to. If you haven't gone on yet, there is an update, and in that update we have a brand new car pack. I don't know what this first one is because I couldn't kind of understand it in the video yesterday, but we do know that's a McLaren. Of course, that's a Shelby Mustang with some variations, which is pretty cool. I showed in the video as well. But then we have the Super Van 4 all electric, which I know I usually don't like all electrics, but this one is pretty cool. So here we go. There's the Super Van. This is a Jetta G10 RM from 2019. It looks like it's a classic sports car. The Sabre from 2021, and there's that GT500. So we're gonna go ahead and purchase this. I do it for you guys. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, so now that we own those, we can go to cars, and then now we have to go buy them. So what I like to do is just hit the Y and not owned. And as you can see, there are a lot of cars from a lot of packs I haven't picked up yet, but that's okay because I just picked the ones I want. So first off, we're gonna get the Super Van 4. Now this thing looks ridiculous. I learned yesterday in the Forza Let's Go video, the one guy was talking about the history of the Super Van, and I kind of knew this, but they took a GT40 from back in the day and basically just rebodied it with a transit van, you know, UK one. Okay, so we're in the all-wheel drive setting. You can actually change it to drift, but I'm going to want all-wheel drive here. And this is a 2-speed. I'm going to do exactly what they did yesterday, except here I'm going to bring it up on launch control. That got launched from like foot brake and gas. And it doesn't really feel it, but if you can see those numbers whizzing by, wow, when it changes to second, it goes. And it goes like 207. Wow. He didn't go all the way. 221 I saw. I wasn't even looking at where I was driving. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, go and check it out. Or check out any of the places you get the Forza info. Horizon Race Off coming soon in 2 days. And if you want to check out my video, you'll see my thoughts on it. But anyway, we have not touched the daily challenges except for the need for Swede, which we did do. Let's start out with earn 5 stars at speed traps in any European hypercar. Now, I have a question. I think we have to go back and get this Sabre. Is it a European hypercar? Ooh, it is. I didn't know if I knew it was European, but I didn't know if it was a hypercar. Here we go. We're getting another one. Now, is this thing? I love the color. Not really my favorite, but it sure is interesting. Let's grab the wheel for this one. This thing looks crazy, but I never know if it's just like a, you know, lower end car. That this one doesn't seem like a lower end car, especially being a hypercar. All right, let's look here. We've got telemetry. That's definitely a gas engine. Okay. Pull out here. There's a new McLaren coming next week that's a hybrid twin turbo V6, which is weird. This is 800 and some horsepower. Wow. 22 pounds of boost. I like it. Alright, so we need to hit speed traps. Whoops. I guess we could drive it with the wheel. Let's go back this way and we'll head through this speed trap and the next one. We need 5 stars. Now this thing's kind of slow. And the other reason I'm thinking that is because I just drove that Super Van. It really does feel slow. We can't hit like 190 by this speed trap. That's nuts. Alright, here we go. I think this is all we need, because it's probably rear-wheel drive. I don't want to lose it. Okay, here we go. A little bit more than the whole drag strip. We're already at 144 going through the start there. Yeah, we're not going to make this. Not bad. This car isn't very fast. I was really looking for a lot more from a hypercar. But in 7th, it does do 200. It's Forza, so you can make it have whatever power level you want. And it looks cool. So that's what I like. We're in the grass. Or the dirt, rather. I didn't go the right way. I should have went the other way. Let's go back. I got excited. Anyway, here we go. This way is where the speed trap is. I wonder if I can hold this. Is it just amazing at handling? There's no way. 7th gear with the wheel, missing a traffic car, never letting off. That was sick. It's actually bogging down out here. That's crazy. It does handle really well. I believe there's another speed trap up this way. We'll just keep driving. Let me look at least. I'll mark it. Yeah, I knew there was one. I'm never out this side of the map very much. Unless we're in a race. I never really drive over here. Driving the brand new McLaren Sabre. Yeah, driving it right into people. But this last one here should give us what we need for the daily challenge. As long as I got 2 from the last 2. Maybe I get 2 from this one, who knows? This one's a little more forgiving, but also... yeah, this is more of a handling car. It's got good speed, but really handles amazing. Yeah, we definitely got that. Alright, let's see it. Daily challenge. There it is. Okay. Now we need ahead of the pack. Win a dirt race in any Cupra. I love it. We'll save that one for later. Honk your horn in any Porsche. Paint your vehicle's body. Why? And earn 5 speed skills in Guanajuato. Let's go do these Porsche things. So Porsche, we'll pick one to paint too. I have too many of these. So we'll get in this, have it delivered, honk the horn, and then travel to the garage. There it is. And that was easy. Honk your horn is the easiest challenge. Alright, designs and paints. We'll go to paint car. And we'll look for a stock color to paint this one. Actually, I really like that. That actually looks awesome. You know what'd be really good with it? A little carbon. Everything is better with a little carbon. Just a little. Yeah. We'll get that. Oh, you can do the wing. Oh, man. Yeah, there we go. Carbon wing. Get a little tint on there. Cover up those GT3 seats. You can see the emblem on the one, but not the other. And we already got big Porsche calipers, color matched, so we're good. Saving it. This will be what we need for the daily. And then we have Guanajuato speed skills and a dirt race and a Cupra. I think we can do both of those things.
Wow! That is the
Oh, wow!
I've never seen underneath an...
There we go. Okay, win a dirt race in any Cupra, 5 speed skills in Guanajuato. So what you want to do is you want to get a Guanajuato located dirt race. So let's go ahead and get rid of everything there except for dirt racing events. And we have this one. Wonder if that counts. It'll have to. So with the upcoming series, we're going to have Horizon Race Off. And what that is you're going to have it grouped by surface. Asphalt and off-road, of course. And there's going to be meters to fill up. We're not really choosing a side or picking a thing or whatever. But I'm interested to see, and here's the Cupra. I'm interested to see which one's going to fill up first. Because once we fill that meter, we get a brand new, say for the asphalt, we get a brand new 2024 and brand new to the game GT Mustang, which looks pretty good. And then if we fill up the off-road meter, we get the Raptor R. All right, so let me see. We're definitely going through Guanajuato, so I'm going to get those speed skills. I just have to suffer through 3 laps, which isn't bad, but it's pretty long. Let's see if we can win. Isn't that the challenge? We have to win? I mean, we're S1900, and this thing is on rally tires, but it's so good anywhere. I don't think these kind of cars are going to do well when we hit the dirt patch. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't drift. Maybe I should just try and take it straight. Take the straight path. Straight and narrow. Okay. Basically, this one is like 2 races. Because okay, now we hit the different part. This is a great mix for that off-road and asphalt, but it would still count for off-road, which is weird. How is that guy doing so good? All right, get out of here. Here we go in our all-electric concept, I think. Yeah, the Urban Rebel concept from Cupra. Go to your local Cupra dealer and check out their selection. Never heard of it. This car is the bomb, though. I love it. You guys know, it's really just offered all the time in Event Lab, so I use it because it's kind of one of those cheat code cars. It's so ridiculously fast. And I'm on rally tires, so you can go on any surface. It just doesn't make sense. I'm hoping the Super Van's going to be like that. But I think it's too crazy. It's definitely going to be higher than S1. Probably. This thing doesn't have 2 gears. This is impressive for a 1-speed. If you could do the Rimac, the Concept 2 thing where it has a drift transmission for no reason, gives it 4 speeds. That's so awesome. I can hear the other cars, but I don't see them. Getting a little drifty. Alright, I'll talk to you about my personal car collection for a second because we're out here in no man's land on second lap. Nobody around us. So, what I have is I have a 2018 Civic Si, 6-speed, LSD, all that stuff. I got some performance upgrades. I've got Enki wheels. What else? Just, you know, Greddy exhaust, you know, into all this stuff, okay? That's my daily. I like it. I try to keep it. Oh, it's got K-tuner as well. So I'm on like a 19 PSI map for my sport mode button. But anyway, then I also have my teenage dream car. One of the first cars I had was a 94 Civic Si. So right now I have a 93 CX hatchback with a 2008 Civic Si powertrain. And I swapped it myself. The only work I've had somebody else do was to weld my exhaust together. And I'm going to have it dyno tuned next week. So now that you have the information on my coolest and running cars, I have the car I've had the longest, which is crazy. Before I could even drive, I had a 79 Mustang that I worked on with my dad. So this car, as of, you know, it just kind of sits around the garage, but it was always running rough, and I was always wanting to, you know, put a new carb on it, fix it up. And I think from sitting around, maybe one of the freeze plugs failed or something, but, well, it just leaks oil from time to time because I changed it in 2020. And, but anyway, I put it up on those Harbor Freight, like little wheel dollies so I can move it around. And I'm thinking maybe I should start tearing into it and actually make it, you know, awesome again. But that's got to be after I just want to button up my Civic hatch, and then we'll move on to something else. But that's probably the next project, other than just making my 4-door 94 4-door, just a well-running beater. But that's your update. That's what I did yesterday, and I'm kind of sore from pushing it around, even on those wheels, because I had to get under it, jack it up, do all kinds of crazy stuff. I had to get my big jack out. It's like a 3.5 ton from Harbor Freight. Had to get that to lift all the Ford stuff because it's way heavier than my Hondas. All right, now that we got that out of the way, and what? Are you kidding me? That is crazy. I really thought that would have worked. Is this not Guanajuato? Like right here, right? Let's see if we can get a speed scale. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just not getting fast enough to get a speed scale. That's nuts, dude. Alright, I give up. I tried. I thought I'd get speed skill. Okay, so let's go to Ford. Let's get the Super Van and just take care of this. There it is. Yeah, stock is S2 953. So we need speed skills. I'd love to either put a crate motor. This, of course, is a 302. I'd love to either put that in the Mustang or like just a really healthy one. Just make it. I'm a big street car guy. Just make it awesome. It has 3-inch dual exhaust, Flowmasters. It's got headers. It's got a rear end out of a mid 90s Mustang. It's got an 8.8 with a posi, 373 gears. I mean, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna get probably a new C4 transmission as well, because the one we have in there, this car is kind of rough, but it was found under a tree with a tree limb on it, with a broken windshield and a busted windshield post. And my dad bought it for a couple $100. He used to walk around the neighborhood and he seen this guy. He's like, hey, he's like, does that car run? The guy was like, no. He'd always buy these older Fords. He was a mechanic, but he'd always buy these older Fords and get them running. You know what I mean? Like, these people would be selling them, or he'd find them or whatever. He did it with a Bronco too. He just went over and with some tools and some ether, we're back in business. But yeah, anyway, I hooned this car around for most of my teenage years, doing burnouts at my friends' houses, getting yelled at by their parents, just ripping on it around my town. It was fun. I mean, it had torque, but it was probably only like, 250, 300 horsepower. I don't even think it was 300 horsepower. I'm just going to revitalize that thing since it's got some sentimental value. It really is my longest, like the car I've had the longest, which is crazy. Okay, let's try this. I'm running into some turns. All right, let's send it through Guanajuato and get these speed skills. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on the Mustang. If I don't do a crate engine, like Ford Performance crate engine, with a nice new rebuilt C4. If I don't do that, that's what I'm probably going to do. But there is, like, in my head, a little bit of, let's coyote swap it and turbo it. Don't let my youngest hear that. He'll be like, he'll swear I have to do it if I do. If I don't, he's going to be pissed. But yeah. Probably just going to do the crate motor because it's the easiest and most economical, Really keeps it true to what it is. Put a big carb on, call it a day. You can actually get a lot of those Ford crate engines already like completely dressed, turnkey. I've looked at them for years, All right, let's turn around and go back through. I haven't been watching the speed skills, but I did see 2 of them. Man, when it hits second, it goes crazy. Also, I'm excited. We have a pretty long drive, but coming up, we have H-Day. We're going to have tons of Hondas together. There's speed. I love watching everybody just cruise into the car show. I'm really going to focus on that this year. There we go.
Okay, I'm done with that joke. I swear.
City limits complete. Wow. Tomorrow, we have Mick Poser. That's pretty funny. Right now, there's a lot of stuff changing. We got the brand new update. We got the car pack. And in 2 days, on Thursday, we're going to be going to a brand new series, Horizon Race Off. And then the one after that, the next coming soon, is going to be Apex All-Stars, I believe. Which it just says new cars, new collectibles, new races, new events, whatever. So everything's new, and it's going to be focused on Apex. Which Apex is not my favorite kind of racing. I feel like it really gets boring if you're just, I got to hold this turn, I got to floor it. I don't know. If you start to slide or it's hard, you know what I mean? That's not really my thing. I love the jumps. I love the craziness. We're in a video game. If I want to go drive on the road, I'll go outside and drive a real car. You know what I mean? But whatever. Now tomorrow we're going to take our picture with the McLaren with our character outside for Mick Poser. And what else can we do? No Horizon Tour. Maybe the Eliminator. We'll just jump in, see how good we do, and we'll definitely check out the Forza EV, the Pininfarina Battista, the last day to complete it, and we'll get that done. Everything else we've turned it to gold. We're just waiting for the Horizon Race Off. I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Later.